Howdy y'all, and welcome to another episode of Redneck Tech. Now what we're going to do, we're going to be rewiring all this stuff I rigged up before. We're going to rig it better, see? Now first step, is going to be get some light on the subject. It's actually pretty dark in here. The camera won't allow you to know that, but it's pretty dark. So, first step, light, and lights of it. There we go. I think about 24,200 lumens ought to do the trick. Let's get started. And I'll zoom in on the details as I deem appropriate. Now, y'all probably wondering, why am I taking this down if we ain't gonna be changing it out? Well, see, here's the problem. If you can see it. See here, yeah. See them buttons there? Nope, can't see them because they were cheap. That's why I gotta replace the buttons on this dog. It ain't gonna be fun, but hey, I want to be able to press the buttons. I want to be able to see my information. Had they used good buttons in the first place, I wouldn't have to worry about it. But they didn't, so I ain't just cleaning out the cobwebs here. And wouldn't you know, even though I already got my holes drilled and tapped up here, that they'd have to make these things a little bit different. You have to get that hole, make it just a little bit bigger. You see that? See it? So, there, oh well, Murphy's Law. Ain't that just the way it is? Well, I suppose it's time to fix that. FLEXmax 80. Alright, there she is. Time to pop her open. Check it out. Wouldn't you know that the front is actually the bottom in a way. Long screws to go in there. All the way to the front. Really strange arrangement. Actually had to lift the board up slight above here and then just slide it out. Real strange, but check it out. Check it out. Look at them big old transformers there. Lots of copper and none of this super high frequency nonsense. Lots of good copper there. And then of course you got your frets. All of them fets there. Ooh, good stuff. Well, let's see if we can get to them buttons there on the bottom in a way. Well, wouldn't you know, the panel of course is attached to the fets. So I got about, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, I got about at least 15 screws unscrewed just to get to the panel now. Now this here is what you call bad design at work. What do you think, Josie? What do you think about this nonsense here, huh? You ain't even interested, are you? Oh well. Well, look at all them fets there. There's only about 12 screws. I just don't know how to count, apparently. There just look to be so many of them. And then look at them there's transformers, oh boy. And them big old caps, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good stuff, except trying to take this thing apart now. Here's the display. Just a matter of getting it off there and seeing what I can do. And here be the fan connector. And just pop right on off of that tape. And of course they are so cheap they didn't even use screws on here. They used those little push-on mounts. Had to break every one of them to get them off. Because we had to replace it all because with these, sorry, cheap excuse for buttons. As you can see, we have some real buttons here. Now, of course, the question was, where are we going to mount these good buttons? Well, turns out, just enough space here. And it's flat on the other side. So, what it's going to be, there's going to be some buttons along here. That does mean I'm going to have to make some kind of little cable with a connector on it. I think that'll be just fine. Nice 5-conductor cable should work out great. Just a matter of mounting this board back in place so it don't fall backward. Here's the board. There's the LEDs, so we'll still be able to see the LEDs because we're not taking it off completely. But it's still pretty poor that we have to do this in the first place. That laser alignment tool works pretty good, lining up holes. And this here is kind of like a ruler. They only line things up nice and neat so far. Let's see if I can get those other 2 holes looking good. Well, look at there. Ain't that a beaut? I guess from a visual perspective, I could have put just a little bit closer there. Just a little hair over here, and it would have looked a little bit better, but hey, that works out. Just gotta cinch them down, solder them up. Now, just gotta find a connector. I think that might be a little more difficult than drilling them there holes in there. We'll see. Well, here's my progress. As you can see, nice strain relief, nice and convenient there. Already got a connector going on and ready. Got my buttons prepared to solder up. I'll just be sticking on here. Little wires and heat shrink them on the ends there. Now, for this, to get this thing sitting back in here, what I decided to do was simply take some wire and wrap it tight enough to where the wire broke. I wrapped it over itself a few times. So the plan is to solder that, and that should do it to it. Alright, we'll see. Well, the head glue there came undone, so I just stuck a piece of tape there. How's that for high tech? Now, got this done. Everything's soldered together. I got this heat shrunk. You can see that's pretty tightly knit there. What I did is I removed the pins when they were in the plastic, and then I put them, swapped them around, rotated them, then I stuck them back in that plastic there. That's why they're so close knit and look real nice and tidy. So it's just a matter of plugging her in after I get it back assembled together, and hopefully if I didn't do something, it'll all work out great. Well, here we go. The moment of truth. See whether these buttons here work. Well, look at that. They work just like I'd expect to. Menu button. Navigation button. Works better than they has ever worked before. Wait a minute now. Where's my history? There we go. Aha! Oh, yeah, wait. What? What? Here we go. Oh, yes. Look at them little old bitty numbers there. Time to change that. Yeah. Alright. Good stuff. Now we're ready to crimp it. And this is how we're going to crimp it. We're going to have our hammer here, and then we're going to chisel it up. And there she is, diagonal like, and then at the opposite angle. It looks like the same when you flip it over this way. You even flip it over this way, you see it. And they're 180 degrees out, or roughly speaking. That makes for a good crimp. Well, I do believe we're finally done here. Thank you.